Good morning, this is Stephanie with Growing from the Woodpile. Well, this isn't Stephanie. This is Goose. Finally, after, let's say 20 some odd years, my 19-year-old son, my baby, convinced his dad to get a dog. He is a Corgi mix. As you can see, this is wood chips that I put down in the garden. And he was eating all of them. It's about 4 inches thick. However, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, was to stop the grass. Yes, Goose. Yes, Goose. And so he was eating everything. So my son, we say he made him a round pen, and we tagged him down there. He wants to play so bad. So I'm going to try to film this video with Goose. However, I am going to let him free. So I'm probably going to stop and start this video if he gets into anything. He's been a lot better about not eating things, especially cat poo. He likes cat poo. He likes cat poo. All right. Well, we're going to see how this works. And go, Goose. Go be free. Also distractions, even though I live in the city. Woo, go get it. Come on. You're free. You're free. Go get it. Okay. Sorry. Distracted. Even though we live in the city. Oh, Louie Kitty. Garden Kitty number 1. She's getting used to Goose. But she don't like Goose. Ah, Lulu. You don't like Goose. Goose has been good, though. He doesn't chase her and he doesn't bark at the cats. Now that I say that, he might. But hopefully he won't. But they're so afraid of him. Goose. 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 As he just tried to chase her. I said he doesn't chase, but see, he doesn't bark at them. He just wants to be friends. Hey, this is part of the pile of wood chips we had to dig up. So Goose is probably going to have to go back on to his little round pinned hook. Unless he can not chase kitties. Not chase the kitties, okay? All right. I don't know where I was at. Got distracted with the dogs. My neighbors over there got roosters. And you're allowed to have fowl in the city as long as they're not a noise disturbance. And they're kind of a noise disturbance. So they've only had them a day. Hopefully it gets better. I don't know if roosters ever get better. So, that is my distractions as I try to film this. Oh, well, I had pulled out a basil plant out of here the other day, a lemon basil, and I had just did this with the seeds. And it's about a month too early to plant basil, but if it wants to live, it will live. So I need to tag that before I forget. I was just randomly throwing seeds in this last night. Down here, I did some beets, and I noticed I did them in the small ones. So I did these albino beets, and I am filming and holding with one hand. So did these golden beets. These golden beets are my favorite. I found out from Gardener Scott, his great channel, go to him. And then your typical red ones. I really like the beet tops, much better than actually spinach. And they're more heat tolerant because my spinach bolts. So the problem with the GreenStalk is things bolt so much faster. I feel like because this heats up more than the raised bed garden. So I planted beets here in these 3, and I accidentally planted them in the smaller one instead of the bigger ones. There's nothing down here in these bottoms down here, and I pretty much got everything planted from here down on this one. And over here I did plant some some marigolds. I have some marigolds right here, and these ones aren't dried out. When I cut the tops off of these, let's see if I can do this with one hand. So, Pup is chasing Kitty again. Pup's gonna need to go back. Puppy, Goose, Goose, come on. Come on, leave her alone. Leave her alone. I just said how you were so good to the kitties. And there's Luca. Let's be nice to Luca. Garden kitty number 2. You gonna be nice? I know you just want to be friends. Look at Goose. I keep his leash on so then I can step on it. He just wants to play. Okay, Luca's doing good, and you're getting in the thing. And nope, go fake. Ah, Goose. Goose. Okay. Stepped on his leash. Yeah, Goose. You can't chase them. Come on, over here. Okay, come a little fart. You can't chase them, Goose Goose. No. So I'm not gonna tie him up in his round pen. I'm just gonna tie him up to here. So give me 1 second here. Okay. Goose is tied up to the shade cloth pole, which that's a whole nother monster I need to attack in a couple months. But while I had my other hand free, went ahead and pulled this marigold old flower, and so each one of these here is a seed. So I had just tore them apart and randomly went in here, and I don't know where I randomly did it, unfortunately, because I was out here with Pup yesterday and he got sidetracked. So we'll see where marigold come out, and then I went ahead and sprinkled them throughout the garden and some of these beds, and yeah, so let's get to planting. I did realize this cilantro I planted too early. This is an old one that came up, and these I planted probably a week ago. Instead of holding these, I'm just gonna randomly sprinkle within here. Never have too much marigold, right? Okay. All right. So you can tell this one's not disturbed. It's nice and hard, and so it's not planted. These ones I know I planted cilantro in. So if it's soft, I feel like I didn't plant anything. See, these are where I knew I did things too early. This was either baby choy or bok choy. I don't know which one has a yellow flower and a white flower. Oh, Puppy's whining. Goose is whining because he can't go very far. So I just decided I didn't have a whole lot of things in here, and they were looking kind of bland, bare, bland, and so I just decided to leave them for the bees. And see, these are the seed pods that are forming. So yeah, so then I will have seed pods of. This is my second time of planting this. The first time I planted the bok choy and baby choy, I planted over here in this bed, and it had so many aphids, and I just let it be a trap crop for aphids, and that was that. So I want to get to planting down here in these bottom tiers, and I am not going to go get the tripod, so I'm going to apologize. This is the best I can do. I have to do what I can do filming and doing gardening, because the setting things up gets to me to the point that I don't want to garden. So I'm just going to attempt to show you real quick how I plant again in these. And what seed pack are you? Oh. Okay, so I'm going to do these radish pusa. Sure, don't know how to say it. And I'm going to get some in my hand. Well, I would have let you free, Goose, but you had to chase the kitties and their mama's fur babies. Heidi, you should probably go to, I think you can plant 3. I want to say 3 radishes. I think you can do 3 beets, but I would double check the. 2 days later, we're going to try to get back to planting. We had a little bit of delay We got Goose in his round pen, not playing with his toys, being super sad. I won't let him out. But we're going to try to finish planting some things in here. Now, I did go in and replant cilantro in these ones. But honestly, I planted them too soon, and I don't see them coming up. So, but hopefully when it heats up, I've noticed, seeds sometimes do their things when they want to do their things. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get my seeds I stuck in here 2 days ago to finish planting. So I'm going to plant some radishes just for fun. So what I normally do is I take my trusty tool. I did not Google what I should be planting, how many of each. So I'm just going to do 3 holes. And then get my seeds. Sorry, doing this with one hand on camera. Didn't set up the tripod. That's okay. All right, we're gonna put some in here. There was more than one because I can't seem to control how many's going in. And then there is this bok choy over here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and plant in seeds just cause I can. So I'm gonna do I did write marigold on those. I'm gonna go ahead and just do radishes all along these tiers down here. And what else do I got going on? I got more radishes. Got some green onions. I think I'm gonna just one green onion right here. I'm just gonna fill some more in. It's hard because on the top they dry out more, so I keep doing that, but they keep drying out. Got some Swiss chard. I don't really care for Swiss chard, but I'm just trying to fill this up with things that grow. This one's been the original plant that I put in here, so he's done good. As you see, this lettuce is so finely packed in here. I do need to thin him out. I probably should just pull one of these ones out right here. Right here. Probably should use scissors, but I can use, not that part, but I can use that part into making a little lettuce. So I need to go in here and thin some of this out. This Merlot, I'm probably gonna plant some Merlot. So I have some at all certain times of the year. What's that called? Succession planting. I need to do some succession planting. Yes, roosters, you are very loud. So I'm gonna just keep going in, and I just need to really get the scissors in there. Just filling in some spots that are empty here, so in the next couple of months they'll have it. This bok choy and stuff that's gone to seed. When I'm done, think it's done, I'm just gonna cut it off here at the stem, and I'm gonna just plant things in there. I'm going with the root vegetables, the beets, the radishes. I'm gonna do 3. I have a hard time getting bee balm to germinate even in good conditions, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. So this is what is it? February. Second week of February. Got some turnips I'm gonna put in, and that's just what I can plant here in my 9B is the Phoenix area. All right, got all the seeds in. Nice shadow I have. So I'm just gonna now that's the bad thing about the GreenStalk, I guess all plants require water, so I shouldn't say bad thing, is that until the seeds come up, you actually do have to come out and water the seeds. You can't necessarily water just from the top because they don't get enough moisture on the surface. Sorry, you're not seeing that. So I just need to lightly spray down the pockets to keep them moist. I am going to fill up the tops with water just because the other plants in here do need water, but they don't need water every day. They just need water about about once a week. I'm watering this. So watering probably for the next week. I have to do this at least once a day. So I got them all watered in. One thing I need to remember to do is I have a hard time remembering to rotating them. I don't even know the last time this was rotated. It does okay. I'm sure it'd be better if I rotated it, but I'm going to try to remember when I water these seedlings in to rotate it. And I can't do it with one hand. It's too hard. You have to really use two, but you should rotate these so they get sun equally on all their sides. Although seeds sprouting don't need sun to sprout, but the plants need more sun. But this lavender here, he's been on the off side of the sun most of the time, and he does pretty good. He does pretty good. But once they sprout, you really should rotate them. I should get in a better habit of when I water to rotate. Thank you for learning and growing with the woodpile. Where hopefully Goose will be off his leash next time.